Morning. Don't do that a lot, do I? But I did something. I've done it before, but second time. Let's take a quick look. Look what I did a second time. Isn't that pretty cool? Second time, though. Hell yeah. And it was a hell of a lot easier this time. Figure this is a good way to start. Not using the capture card or anything, but you know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. What's not so cool is I broke a window today, so that sucks. But yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, shut up, Sans. Yeah, I know. Alright, now you should fall asleep, right? There you go. What a way to start out a stream, right? I literally I decided if I beat Sans a second time, I would stream. That was basically the determining factor today. And since we don't have the capture card set up here yet, decided to do it this way. Plain and simple. So, I have beat Sans now on both the PS4 and the Xbox version. So now the only ones I haven't beat him on are the Switch and PC versions. So, yeah, there we go. Second time, second verse, same as the first. Am I right? There he goes again. Yeah. I got two bitches at my feet. But there it is. Twice now. Isn't that pretty cool? I'm going to go save, and then I'll switch over to the other camera. And then we'll start chit-chatting about this and that and whatnot. Okay. So there's that. You're fine, Evie. Dog's perked up the second I said okay, because I said it loudly. But yeah, that was cool. Like I said, breaking a window, not as cool. I put some plywood and some cardboard there to hold it for now, so I could show you guys if you want. It's because this one, oh wait, you can't see that. It's because this one here was barking at the neighbor, and I was tapping on the window to get her to shut the hell up, so I didn't have to go upstairs and go outside and yell at her. But tapping on the window, those things are fucking brittle and it broke. Huh, Kiki? Little bitch. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, see, there we go. There's the cardboard covering it. There's plywood on the outside that I cut and put there. It's a pain in the ass, though. Yeah, these things are fucking brittle. Like, I just tapped it, like, very lightly. Like, I mean, not this lightly. A little bit harder than that, obviously. But I've done it before, and that's never happened. But there we go. It's the second time I've broken a window on this channel. First time was, well, on that video we did called, like, Fugitive Redeye Breaks a Window that I did, like, fucking, I don't remember how many years ago. Several. Okay, there we go. All right. Other than that, big news today. Roe v. Wade did get overturned, so that's good. As you guys know, I wanted Roe v. Wade to get overturned, so I'm glad it did. I kind of thought it would, because that was the leak, right? So that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm happy they stuck to their guns. We need more people that will fucking stick to their guns and not give in to the mob in politics, right? Yeah, I guess we're gonna have a barbecue at work today. Not because of that, but because we're having a fun Friday that I guess we do at my work sometimes. It's a beach day, so I guess I should wear my Hawaiian shirt, right? But I don't go to work until like 5. I got plenty of time. Because I woke up super early today because Kiki was barking, and she always wakes me up barking, and then I shout out the window, "Hi, Andy, you missed it," unless you saw it. I beat Sans a second time at the beginning of this stream, so isn't that cool? And it was a lot easier the second time. Didn't take me 60 hours this time. So now, the only other time I'm probably gonna play against Sans multiple times, because I do like playing that battle. So I'm probably going to, next time, though, do the spicy one, right? Where I fight Sans, but every time I die, I gotta torture myself with something spicy. I've got some death nuts. I've got some hot sauce little things from a game called, the fuck is that game called? Where is it? I don't know where it is, but it's this little game thing that comes with different hot sauces or something that you're supposed to, like, take a shot of. Yeah, like I said, my day started out shit because I broke that fucking window, and now it's good because I beat Sans a second time. I also was up in time for McDonald's breakfast, and that reminds me, I've got a McGriddle out there, so I better make sure that the dogs aren't getting into the bag. I haven't heard them get up, so I think we're good, but, yeah, we're good. They're just sitting down. Yeah, it's officially summer now, although it's been raining all month in my area, yeah? When is the first day of summer? Was it the 28th or 28th? The 21st or the 18th? I don't remember. Forgot to turn off the light in this room. Yeah, you're back? Good to see you, Annette. How you doing? All right. Yep, they have not gotten my McGriddle, so we're good. I've also got more of these gummies. They're pretty good. I might as well complete genocide while I'm streaming here. You guys have seen me do it before, so I won't have the camera on the TV, because that's just tacky. But I figured about bragging about beating Sans a second time. Oh, well, you can do a stream highlight of beating Sans again, especially since you filmed it with a camera this time. I mean, yeah, I can if you want. I didn't film the spiral, but I did film the, me killing him. Kiki. You know, that's a detail I didn't even think about. In Genocide, you don't even, like, go to the barrier. You kill Asgore and Flowey in the, throne room. What's up? What's up? Evie's here bothering me now. Well, she's not bothering me, but she's coming over here. She wants to be cuddly, because that's what she does. Die, Flowey. Will you knock it off? Will you knock it off? Why you gotta be so annoying, Evie? So happy you included the crash part in your Y2K review. Also, I think I did comment on that part before, on how the music they played sounds like a dying soldier music. Yeah, I can see it. There's Kara! You know what I could do? Since I said, I could do the not jump scare version of Kara. Because, if you guys remember, when I beat Kara before, I did the jump scare version where you, Your power awakened me from death. My human soul. My determination. They were not mine, but yours. I know I'm turning her into Christopher Walken. At first I was so confused. Our plan had failed. Hadn't it? Why was I brought here, back to life? You with your guidance. I realized the purpose of my reincarnation. Power. Together, we eradicated the enemy and became Strongcare. HP, attack, defense, gold, EXP, love. Every time a number increased, that feeling, that's me. Oh, by the way, I named Kara Temmie in this version, so... Now, we have reached the absolute. There is nothing for us here. Let us erase this pointless world. Yeah, so if you remember last time I told her no, and she did the jump scare. But I'm going to tell her yes this time. Erase. And she'll do the smiley face. Right. You are a great partner. We'll be together forever. Won't we? That's why I don't get... Again, that's another reason when people say Kara's the good guy, they're fucking retarded. But yeah, there we go. Now you've seen both variations of Kara on my streams. Oh yeah, according to the long plays, most of Ed, Edd and Eddy, the misadventures are identical to each other, with the exception of the Game Boy Advance version being completely different. Well, yeah, obviously. That wouldn't be the same, would it? Evie. Yeah, we got the Abyss music going. There we go. I wonder if they'll ever bring Deltarune to Xbox. Because that'd be cool. You're not getting any of these either, Kiki. But yeah, I look forward to the Y2K update. Apparently they're going to do a preview of it on the 27th of July. Hello, I turn 21 tomorrow. Oh, good. Happy birthday! Happy early birthday, then, D. Keats. You guys know, the way I watch Blu-rays on this TV is this Xbox, like, I use the Xbox and then it has a media remote, which is pretty cool. I tried to see if I could play a game with it earlier, but it didn't work. Like, I was gonna see if I could try using this on Sans, because that would have been another challenge in and of itself, right? But it didn't recognize it as a controller, so I think it literally does only work for Blu-rays and Netflix and stuff. Trollgi? What, you talking about, the gummy worms? Or, am I, no, that's trolley, right? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I rewatched They Live the other night. That movie is great. Always holds up. I love that movie. Other than that, I'm going to try to edit some more videos. I still haven't brought my computer here, but I went over to my mom's house yesterday and just knocked it out with the editing there. So that's how I got the Y2K review uploaded. Corbin may or may not be drawing me a thumbnail for that one. I just decided to use a placeholder thumbnail, just a screenshot from the video itself for now. But then if Corbin makes me a thumbnail for it, I will, of course, update it. Other than that, plan on doing another shit show with Chutters soon. He actually reached out to me, so I guess his Facebook wasn't deleted. I thought it was for a minute. But that's cool. We're going to work something out on that. Because I haven't talked to Chutters in a fat minute. Other than that, again, I literally didn't really have a plan for this Red Eye Rob, but beating Sans a second time, I felt like I had to do a stream, right? Let's see. I've beaten Undyne the Undying 4 times. Isn't that right, Kiki? But yeah, like I said, big day today with the whole Roe v. Wade thing being overturned. So that was pretty cool. Oh, I renewed my driver's license. I did that. I gotta wait for it to come in the mail. Yeah, I had to renew it this year. It's my second time renewing it, so I guess I've been driving for 10 years now. Makes sense. I think I did start driving when I was 18, and I'm nearly 28. I'll be 28 here in the next little bit. As you guys know, I've never said my actual birthday on here. Just know it's in the summer at some point. See if this drives him nuts. Perked her up. Yeah, right now I'm just sitting in the abyss, right, waiting for Kara to offer me the deal. You know, I've been talking with Corbin about Death Note again. It's made me want to watch it again, even though I literally just watched it, like, last year again. I mean, I've seen Death Note, like, 6 to 10 times or more. I don't fucking know. I've seen Death Note a lot. But it's such a good anime. If Death Notes were real, that would be pretty interesting. You can't read this backwards? Well, you're wrong. Got him. Did you guys know that Africa has a country for every letter of the alphabet except K? Can you suck these nuts? Got him. It also doesn't have one for every letter of the alphabet. There's no Q. And I don't think there's a X either. My friend got me with that one the other day. I like that, going bootleg style with the game recording today. Yeah, there you go. On my birthday, too. You consider it your present. Your present is a goddam. I tried that on Trevor and Michael yesterday. Again, you guys don't know Michael, but Michael is a thing. He does exist. I've seen him. Wait, no, Michael was on a stream. That's right, Michael was on the, I don't think you heard his voice, but he was in the Jackbox stream, but he was in the other room. I tried the Kenya thing on them the other day, but neither of them knew anything about Africa. They didn't know Kenya existed, so it didn't work. Because I said that spiel, and Michael said, okay. And I said, well, no, there's Kenya, dude. You're supposed to say Kenya, damn it. Same thing with Trevor. He's like, why? I'm like, because I'm trying to get you, boy. And yeah, once again, I don't have a DVR recorder, so I can't record cable TV right now. Yeah. Carol, when are you going to make me the offer, goddammit? Hasn't it been 10 minutes yet? This is like an anti-gaming stream, right? Because I'm playing, but you guys can't see it. Scientists argue that there is an infinite universe. The backroom is another universe, and it's possible that there is an infinite backroom universe that is more scary, dangerous, or more. I mean, the backrooms is just like a creepypasta thing, right? Based on some, like, pictures with, like, liminal spaces. And, like, the idea of, like, no clipping out of reality. So I don't know how much credence I'd give to that, but have you watched Kamen Rider Black Sun? I have not watched any of Kamen Rider. I know I'm probably slacking on that, because I've heard good things about Kamen Rider, but I have never seen any of it. I haven't really seen a lot of... I almost said tokatsu, but I think that's pork. Isn't it like tokusatsu or some shit? I'll be going to the mall soon. Mall is an FYE and a used classic game stores, so I like it quite a bit. Very nice. I mentioned this in a previous video, but when I went to Colorado, they had this store called Entertain Mart that was like twice as big as the big FYE that used to be nearby. And it had fucking VHS, Laserdiscs, and CED. There's Kara. And CED, why the fuck do they carry CED? That, like, I mean, I think it's so cool. Because I bet you half of you guys don't even know what the hell CED is. That's how fucking obscure it is. But it's like a vinyl record that has a movie on it. But, I mean, like I said, it's cool that, like, their selection isn't, like, the greatest. If you search up Has Been Hotel, you'll see it. I'll see what? Like, Kamen Rider, or Has Been Hotel? Because isn't Has Been Hotel, like, that thing that they based, like, didn't they make a show based on, like, it was a game or something, and then they made a show, and, like, called, like, Hell of a Boss or some shit? Alright, cool. Made the deal now. So now the game's gonna reset. Okay, Solus save file now. You two make weird grunting noises, you know that? Fucking dogs. I heard they recently added all the episodes of Beavis and Butthead to Paramount Plus. I heard they did to gain some publicity for the new Do the Universe movie. Did they? Because, like, I heard they were going to, but have they done it already? And also, is it actually all the episodes, or is it just the Mike Judge collection for, like, the 60th time? Why do people shitting on Teen Titans Go? It doesn't make sense. Because it's a bad show. Why wouldn't it make sense? One thing that sucks is I have to work on my birthday. At least after that, my parents and I will get food, and then my mom and I will go see the Fruits Basket Prelude movie in theaters. Fruits Basket did not look like my cup of tea. Because isn't it like slice of life, like romance or some shit? Like I'm not into that kind of stuff. That's what it looked like to me anyway. I could be wrong. What do I fucking know, right? But you know, there's something you should know, and I gotta tell you so. Don't sweat it. Forget it. Enjoy the show. Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind. This symbol, these fingers doing this, Star of David, point down flag, male, tears, hand, snowflake, tears, up arrow, pointing up, flag, stop, death, up. I don't know what on God's green earth you mean by that, Annette. Sounds good to me, not the work part, but the food part. Fruits Basket is a shoujo romance drama, yeah, but it has some supernatural elements that make it interesting. I still probably wouldn't get too into it. Like, I'm not big on a lot of that stuff. Like, I usually don't like romance unless it's, like, tragic. Like, Clanad, I like Clanad After Story specifically, I really like. Like, regular Clanad's great, too, but, like, it pales in comparison. Like, the only reason you watch original Clanad is to get to After Story. After Story is so much better. Because, like, the first Clanad is just like, oh, it's like a visual novel, but, like, with multiple love interests. And then at the end, it gives you the Nagisa ending, effectively, in the anime version, which I think is supposed to be the true ending anyway. And then After Story's the good one. Like, the thing I love about After Story, like, the one thing I don't like, actually, the one thing I don't like is that it kind of resets and, like, has a happy ending. Whereas, like, I like Clanad's first season a lot. After Story is excellent, but the first few episodes are really boring filler. I don't know, it's been a minute since I've watched After Story. I just know that the scene where fucking Ushio dies, like, after he, like, he's been a deadbeat dad because Nagisa died, right? And then, like, right as soon as he reconnects with Ushio, she just dies. I thought that was so sad. They did that so well. Howdy, neighborino. What can I diddly ding dong do for you? Yeah, there you go. Hail diddly ding dong crap. The only thing with Beavis and Butthead on Paramount Plus is still some of the edited versions to remove stuff like fire dialogue, but they left the music videos intact. So it actually is the complete series. With, like, the music videos and everything, eh? Hell yeah, dude. That's pretty cool. Now, if they could only do, like, a fucking Blu-ray or something, right? I think Trevor has Paramount Plus. Yeah! So maybe I'll, I mean, granted, I have a bootleg. I mean, I don't have it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I have access to a bootleg with it. With all the series. I hate when I have this on the TV tray, because it, like, goes up at this angle, and you just kind of see like that. Like it's fine, but like, there we go. That's what obnoxious belch. Delicious weenie. Um, let's see. What else can I talk about? Plenty of time. Plenty of time, my dears. Plenty of time. I, hmm. Oh, with the Y2K video review, right? As I was editing my review, I was listening to someone else's review as well. Like, granted, not while I was recording, because I didn't want to have any reviews fresh in my mind, because I wanted everything I said to be original and just me. But I was listening to another review by this guy named was it Rising Shine or Rolling Shine or something Shine? It was Shine. And I think his is my favorite Y2K review because he was really funny. And like he made the same joke I did when I was streaming it. Like when you get to the point where it goes present day, he did the same joke with the serial experiments lane. Present day, present time. Apparently, Mike Judge said himself that he is uncertain whether some of the earlier episodes still exist in their original uncensored form. Yeah, I knew that. The happy ending in Clannad makes more sense with the context of the visual novel. The visual novel makes it clear that every save file is a separate universe, and every time you go finish a route, you get, I assume, reset, is what you were going to say. A light orb. When you gather all Tomoya gets to make a wish, thus using it to make the happy ending. It's still kind of a cop-out, I felt. Like, I don't hate the happy ending. In fact, I do like that it has it, too, to an extent. But I also I liked the downer ending. I'm a big fan of tragedy. So if they'd have kept it with them dead, I probably would have maybe it would have had more impact in some regard. But that said, I still think that the happy ending is good. My hair looks like shit. Yeah, I had to fucking cut some plywood with a skill saw, which I haven't done that in well. I have I used a skill saw before? Like I've seen them used. I don't know if I've ever. I think that might be the first time I've used one personally. Huh. Never thought about that. If you don't know, a skill saw is a little round one that's like battery powered. But yeah, I got plywood and then cardboard blocking up the. What? You dreaming or something? What was that noise, Evie? She made like a whiny noise. Evie? Yeah, I think she's asleep. I think she's just making noises in her sleep. Huh. Dogs. Bitches, am I right? You ever think about the fact that when you refer to a woman as a bitch, it's an insult to dogs because bitches are at least loyal? You know Ima Yujo? I do not. I do not know that one. Yeah, dogs are loyal. So that's an insult to dogs. Compare them to women? It's a joke. Just because it's true doesn't mean it's not a joke. So I didn't even think about this before, right? But you know how there's that secret item, the legendary artifact that you get in Disbelief Papyrus? I just realized, I guess that's the artifact that the that that the annoying dog prevents you from getting, right? The legendary artifact. But then again, Beavis and Butthead Do America did get a Blu-ray release in late 2021, so they have given us some respect in recent times. I don't have dogs or a girlfriend. Winning? I mean, look, I like having dogs. I love dogs. Granted, I get these dogs without the responsibility because they're my brother's dogs and not mine, because my dogs are dead. I have dogs, and her name is Cookie, and she's perfectly fine. Yeah. Hey, translate Ocean Narrow Vinegar into Norwegian. I unfortunately cannot because I have the stream up on my phone, and I don't have my computer in this house yet. Otherwise, I would totally take your bait and say some shit like D's nuts or some shit, or suk dick or something, you know. One of those things, or sus among us, or whatever. You read Zoophobia? No, I can't say that I have. Yeah, when I was fighting Sans earlier, a couple of times when I died, I got angry and went, fuck! And like Evie kept getting up and coming up to me when I'd get upset because I think she thought I was like genuinely upset. So she was coming up to try and cheer me up. It was sweet, but also kind of annoying, but also funny. Isn't that right, Evie? I paid my dues time after time. I did my sentence, but committed no crime and bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my share of flag kicked in my face, but I've come through, and it makes it go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends. Do. And we don't want to get a copyright strike, even though I'm singing it, so fuck you. I just dropped a push pin on the floor. Gotta find that real quick. Uh-oh. That's the thing about carpet. And there it is. Found it. Wasn't that easy. Freddie Mercury is dead. He can't sue you. Yeah, there you go. His record label can, though. And the rest of Queen could. I saw like a post on Facebook, like just randomly recommended to me, that said like bands that didn't get a Grammy, and Queen was one of them. And I'm like, has Queen really never won a Grammy? Queen's like one of the greatest rock bands of all time. I don't know, like that's crazy to me, because like they're pretty significant. Most great rock bands don't win Grammys or any awards. That's true. Yeah, like I can't think of any other examples because I'm not a big music guy. So there you go. It's at like a worse angle now. What the hell happened? Just doing my stretches. It also bothers me that Dolly Parton and Eminem were top candidates for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. Were they really? A country singer and a rapper put in the candidates for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay. I met Toshio Maeda on Facebook back in 2022, back then. I mean, it is 2022. I assume you mean earlier this year, but still, it's a strange thing to say back in 2022 when that is, in fact, the current year. I've heard Toshio Maeda's pretty cool if you meet him in person. I've never met the guy, obviously. But I've heard that he's actually pretty chill. As you'd imagine, he gets all his fucked up shit out in his manga. I bet you Uziga Waita's probably chill as fuck, too. Because he probably gets all of his demented shit out in his manga. Of course, now, all of a sudden, Mike Judge is fine with having all of Beavis and Butthead episodes on Paramount+. Plus. It's because of the new movie on that service. Yeah, that's true. The movie looks good, though, from the trailer. Gritty? What's gritty? Gritty these nuts? I don't fucking know. Oh, I'm fucking tired. Probably because I woke up at 6 a.m. and broke my goddamn window. That's probably why I'm fucking tired. Went to bed at like 1 or 2 or later. When did I go to bed? Had to have been like 2. I asked Toshio Maeda if he can draw Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss characters in his own style, but it's too expensive. Well, I mean, he's a pretty famous mangaka. He's probably going to charge a lot, which, granted, I think is kind of bullshit, but I also I respect the hustle, you know what I mean? Say bus, but replace B with S. You want me to say sus? Okay, I'll say sus. Red sus. Related to rock and such, one of my favorite metal bands, Stryper, just released a new song today, and it's awesome. A great early birthday present for me. Well, there you go. See, I'm fucking tired, but I'm not gonna go back to sleep because I've been up and about like all day. I cut my hand when I punched the window, by the way, like right here on the side. There you go. There's a tis but a scratch, but still. I've thought about buying the Y2K soundtrack on vinyl, because it's like only on vinyl, because of course it is, because it's Y2K. Yeah. I only get tired when I don't need to sleep, yeah. I know the feeling. My sleep schedule is fucked. Still can't believe I broke a fucking window again. It drives me nuts. Now I'm just debating what I do here. Because, Quandale Dingle. You know that's a guy's real name? And, like, he started getting, like, doxxed because of the meme. I feel kind of bad for him. Like, it's a weird name, but, like, still. Hey, guys, Quandale Dingle here. What year did you know Hell of a Boss series? I mean, I don't know. I've just heard about it in passing. I'm not like super familiar with it. Quantavious Dingleberry the Ninth. Yeah, there you go. Ah! My name is Biggest Dickus. Life of Brian's a good movie. Hey, there we go. I just leaned it on the Dr. Pepper bottle. That seems to have done the trick. Have I ordered anything new? I haven't ordered a ton of stuff. I'm still waiting on those Pokemon cards, but I don't think I've ordered any other movies and stuff. I want to get the Drawn Together movie, but I haven't yet. Holy shit. I've been thinking about getting another a fish. Because I got an old fish bowl, right, that I haven't used in fucking forever. Because I used to get beta fish. I ordered another figure noir from the Hyperdimension Neptunia games. Isn't that game series where people are like goddesses of like consoles, and that's why Chris Chan says he's the goddess of the Commodore 64? The Sands Institute is a private U.S. for-profit company founded in 1989 that specializes in information security sectors. Potential spam, they can go fuck themselves. You can go fuck yourself, whoever you are, and pretending to be in Missouri. But yeah, topics available for training. There you go. You can get trained by Sands. Nice ringtone. It's just the default ringtone, but okay. Yes, console goddesses is great. Corey in the house. It's anime. It's true. I've seen the studies. I've seen the documents. The globalists don't want you to see this. The Davos group. They don't want you to know that Corey in the house is really an anime. Hopefully my Alex Jones is okay. I'm not like an impressionist, but you know. It's a good Alex Jones impression? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hang on one second. Hey guys, check it out. I pulled out my cock on stream. That joke was worth getting up for, and don't argue with me, it was. Do you have Disney Plus? I mean, yes, I don't pay for it, but I have access to it. Liger? I mean, that's a cool lion tiger hybrid, so there you go. Unless you talk about like Devilman Liger, he's a pretty decent character. Or like Jushin Liger, which I haven't read. That's so Evie. You make a lot of noise when you sleep, you know that? Evie. Let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, this is the Xbox controller. It's an Elite controller. So that comes off. This is my really cool Jack Skellington mug. It had nothing to do with video games. as a reference to my oldest video that's still public on the channel. If you're an OG, you know that reference. So, I've been, let's see. I need to hook up my DVD player, because it's like, it's here, but we haven't hooked it up to the TV, and it's region-free, right? Because we unlocked it forever ago. You know the one. If you've been watching me for a while, you know the one. But then I can start watching Monster again once I get that hooked up. Because I need to finish that anime. Have I watched any other anime lately? I don't know if I have. I don't think I have. Like, what is the most recent... Like, what is the last absolute anime I've watched? Like, the absolute last. Like, most recent. Just whatever episode of something. Was it showing Michael Violence Jack? It might have been showing Michael Violence Jack. Which reminds me, there's a Blu-ray out of Violence Jack now. I've debated if I should get it or not. That reminds me. I need to get my new Cutie Honey DVD back from one of my friends. Because he's had it for a while. And since... I do I have the Blu-ray of New Cutie Honey? I don't know if I do, because I have the DVD. I've been replaying Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Also been playing Puyo Puyo with my mom. Thanks for reminding me about Violence Jack Blu-ray. I want to buy it. Well, there you go. Glad to be of service. Here, enjoy me scratching my armpit there. As a sign of solidarity with the with the Jack community. I don't fucking know what I'm on about anymore. You know, both my Violence Jack shirts are like super faded. Like they're like getting really faded. Oh, you know what? I do have another shirt I bought at the I'm too lazy to go get it. I was gonna go get my Socialism is for Fags shirt from the Crowder show, but it's in the other room in a bag. Violence Jack manga hasn't gotten a translated chapter in like a year. That's true. As you know, I own the complete series physically in Japanese. But you know, when you try to translate it with Google Translate, you get some interesting stuff. Like there's there's some weird shit like your mosquito who has taken over the world is a danger or something. Suck on my dick. Got him. Suck on my cock. Got him. No, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, like some of the things you translate, like it throws the N-word around a lot when you try to translate Violence Jack. I don't get why. Like, one of the things I got was, my brother has told me that my nigga is on. And I'm like, what on earth does that mean? And then another one. Now, this is the one that I'm like, what? Like, I don't even know what it means. The guy says, it's easier to collect, nigger. And I'm like, what? I didn't think that slurs in English could translate to Japanese, so I'm so confused. I guess Gona Guy likes to throw around the N-word? I guess. I don't know. I didn't think that those words existed in Japanese. So I just thought it was funny that Google Translate thought that's what it said. Like, I mean, I guess there's got to be some sort of equivalent, but I didn't... You know what I mean? You guys ever tried moonshine? Because I have. There's some good apple pie moonshine that you can't buy here. You can only buy it in some of the other states. But I think somebody brought it back from Wyoming, and I tried it. It's good shit. Because I guess you can't make your own alcohol here, but you can in a few states. Like in Colorado, you can buy moonshine too, but the moonshine in Colorado is nowhere near as good. But like the kind that we got from Wyoming, way tasty, delicious. Like it's super sweet. I can't try moonshine until tomorrow. Yeah, that is the correct answer. Even if you had, you should have answered that way. So good job. No, it's like when I was doing that stream and Corbin's like saying he doesn't pay his taxes. And I'm like, Corbin, you pay your taxes. And he's like, no, I don't. I'm like, Corbin, you pay your taxes. Sometimes Corbin can be fun to try and get to make sure that he says what he means, right? Last Breath Sands. I haven't tried Last Breath. Right now I'm trying Disbelief Papyrus, and then I'll probably do Dust Tail since I have that installed. But I might try Last Breath at some point. Although taxation is theft, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's a bunch of bullshit. But you gotta do them. It sucks that you gotta give the highwaymen their dues, but you do. And then you gotta feel grateful that the bandits give you some of your money back at the end of the year, if you're lucky. If you're unlucky, they'll ask for more. Yeah, there you go. Taxation rant. Short, sweet, and to the point, but taxation is theft. And I don't think it should exist. 1954? What about 1954? Did you know that Wesley Snipes, like the reason he went to prison is because he didn't pay his taxes? Because he said, and I quote, "I didn't think celebrities needed to pay taxes." You know, tax evasion is how they got Capone. That's why you don't want to fuck around with that shit. The IRS are fucking ruthless. Out of all the alphabet agencies, they are the one you want the least to do with. Like the CIA, the FBI, you know, the ATF, DHS. You don't want any of them investigating you, right? But you don't want the IRS coming for you, especially. IRS and NSA. Yeah, NSA is pretty bad too, but I think the IRS is particularly the worst. Like NSA does worse things, but the IRS is more ruthless in going after you, I feel. Fuck all those alphabet agencies. We don't need them. Abolish all of them. That's what I say. Lapse. And no, my favorite and most hated dollar bills are not based on color, especially since all dollar bills are the same color in America. That's where you're wrong. Well, in the U.S., the $20 bill is kind of a bluish color, which so is the $100 bill. But a $10 bill is like orange, and a $1 bill is green. 1963, 1960. You just saying years now, Annette? I'm a little confused. Turns out that I'm gonna assume your gender. Turns out that she's putting all that stuff to send us a secret code. Is Annette having a stroke? I think she might be. And again, I'm assuming your gender if that is in fact your real name, because Annette is a woman's name. So there you go. But yeah, I think she's sending us secret government codes that they don't want us to know. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Yeah, there you go. You know, I think Kyler has a guy at his work named Mason, and he constantly asks him for the numbers. case you guys want to know what kind of headphones I use these JLab ones. You know, they cost me $30, but they do the job. I should check out the game store, because one of our local game stores supposedly sends or sells ROM hacks. I doubt they have this one. I use AirPods I got for Christmas. Yeah. I had a pair of these JLabs that my mom gave me because she didn't want them, and then they stopped charging for a bit. I cleaned them with some isopropyl alcohol, and they still wouldn't work. So then I let them sit for like a month, and I bought these ones, and these ones work fine. But then after I got these ones, I plugged the other ones in to see if now they would hold a charge. Turns out they will. So I guess once you clean it with some isopropyl, you want to like set it to the side. And isopropyl alcohol is rubbing alcohol for the layman. Yeah, I feel that, Kiki. She's stretching too. Isn't that right, Evie? These dogs are tired as shit. Maybe because they use up all their energy barking at the fucking neighbors. Getting me so out of sorts that I break windows, trying to get their attention. Now, y'all don't know these movies' years? Okay, so there are several movies that came out in each of those years, so that doesn't narrow it down the slightest bit. For instance, there was a version of 1984 that aired in 1954. And in 1975, there was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those are just a couple of examples, but there's plenty of movies that came out those years. So, I mean, I assume you're trying to send a coded message with each title, but it doesn't really work because, I don't know if you know this, but little industry secret. But multiple movies come out a year. I know, shocking. Who'd have thought? But that does happen. Yeah, like 7 of them well, more than that. Like 7 if you count maybe big blockbusters, but... And even then, sometimes it's more. But, like, you gotta remember, there's a bunch of indie movies, foreign films. I'd wager there's hundreds of movies that come out a year. If you like, take in, like, Bollywood, Nollywood, Hollywood, Gollywood, I made that one up. Independent stuff, made-for-TV movies. There are many movies this year, but only one Morbius. I mean, Morbius is the only movie. Morbius is one of the movies of all time. You know, I've never seen Morbius, but I've seen it in spirit. Through the memes. Like when he says it's Morbin time. That's my favorite. I love how many like scenes there are people make of saying it's Morbin time. What about the movies in 1989, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995? You can't guess what it is. What did I just fucking say? There are so many movies every year. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Let's see. 1992. I think Aliens was 1992. Um, Actually, no, it wasn't. It was like 80. Was it 80s? It might have been 80s. See, I don't even fucking know. But oh, I found my other Bart Simpson comic, or somebody found it because it's on the kitchen table upstairs. Aliens was 82, I think, because the Alien was 79. Yeah, that sounds right. You know, I've shared this hot take before, but I think Alien I prefer over Aliens because I really like the creepy, like, horror atmosphere that Alien has. And, like, I like the action in Aliens, but I just felt like Alien was way, like, I liked the atmosphere more. Whereas it's kind of the opposite with Terminator. Like, I do have the popular opinion, the same opinion as most people, in that Terminator 2 is the best one. Though I still like Terminator 1. I need to rewatch Terminator 1. I thought most people liked the first movie more. No, most people like Aliens more. It's often listed as, like, one of the sequels better than the original, and I'm like, I disagree. I think Alien is better. Sometimes Dead is better. Yeah, but, what time is it getting to be? Almost noon. The milk, is a table, yes. Yeah, we got a kitchen table now. We got it out of storage. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. There you go. I assume that's the answer you were looking for, Net, rather than 19. I almost said 11 and sounded retarded. You stupid. What's 9 plus 10? 21? I mean, he's spitting straight facts, am I right? Hey, I mean, if Big Brother says 9 plus 10 is 21, then then it is. Right? Yeah! Sound like the intro to CSI Miami there. Interesting fact about T2, originally the T-1000 was going to be played by Blackie Lawless from one of my favorite bands, Wasp, but Arnold didn't like that Blackie was taller than him. Really? That's so petty. But I mean, I guess if Arnold doesn't like, if Arnold's going to walk right, you can't have Terminator without Arnold. Otherwise, you end up with Terminator Salvation. Megalomaniac? Yeah, for real. It is a little fucking dick move, right? Ray Liotta was the voice actor of Tommy Vercetti in the video game Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yeah. He also played himself in B-Movie, and he had his own Private Select Honey. So there you go. Ray Liotta, Private Select? I don't care what people say. I like B-Movie. B-Movie's fun. Like, the third act's kind of stupid. I don't like all the environmental stuff. But the rest of the movie I really like. And you know that there's, like, multiple, like, alternate endings to that movie that are really funny? Like, there's the You Like Jazz ending, where she literally says, like, they're sitting on a roof listening to jazz music, and she's like, what is this? And he's like, it's jazz. She's like, oh, and he's like, you like it? And she's like, I do. And it's like, there we go! We found out she liked jazz! There's, like, also a wedding ending. Goofy Aw Productions? Okay. Again, some of the things out of context, I get a little confused in that, I'm not gonna lie, but if I can decipher it, again, I think you're just operating on a whole other level than me. You've ascended to a higher plane of existence. Because you probably smoke a peace pipe. Would this be an Allen wrench with how small it is? I think it is, right? It's just a small one. These Red Eye Raw live streams always turn out to be like a lot of me rambling and nothing happening, don't they? Hopefully they're entertaining enough for you guys. Because sometimes I pull so hard, I rip the skin. Let's see. Well, here's the thing. I have plenty of time before work, so I don't have to end the stream. But I also have no idea what the fuck to talk about. So you guys think I should just keep rambling on and pushing through, or you think I should end it? I'll leave that up to you guys. Because I can sit here and chit chat until I don't. But again, I don't have a dedicated topic. And yeah, it's hot inside the house in my area, but outside not so much. Yeah. Keep rambling? Okay, I can do that. There you go. That's some good rambling, right? True in an ass job of pressure. Oh yeah, I bought a whiskey dipped cigar, didn't I? I should give that boy a try. Although I smoked a cigar like 2 days ago, so maybe it's a little soon. See, that's the thing. I'm good with cigars. I smoke like one a week at most, typically. Often far less than that, because often I like one a month. Well, once every couple of weeks at least, but at most once a week. No, there's been several months I've gone without them. Because cigars are a hobby for me. They're not like an addiction, right? They're just something I do to chill out sometimes on weekends. And sometimes in the middle of the week when I want to. But sometimes I like to listen to music that goes, ah. Let's see. You know what I just realized? Why the hell is Cox saved on the Indigo Plateau? I beat the game, and I caught Mewtwo, and that's where I ended it. I also pronounced out loud the first I's in Y2K Postmodern RPG, even though I later found out it's pronounced Y2K. Most people pronounce it Yick. That's how a lot of people say it. Even when they know it's not how you say it, because it's a way to kind of insult it. In all honesty, I kind of hope that that they make another game, that studio, because Y2K has a lot of potential. I think that they just need to get over themselves a little bit, and they'd be able to make a pretty good game. I am very much looking forward to the update, though. Because the update's going to make it a completely different game, because they're adding a bunch of new characters, new story elements, new boss battles, new music. I hope they add in like a fight with Marlene so that Crow battle theme is actually used in a battle against the Crow. That'd be cool. Because right now, Crow battle theme just plays in one random battle when you're in the Essentia's Mine Dungeon. And in the earlier versions of the game, it didn't play at all. Here's the thing. There are differences from the version I played even and the base game. Have you played People Playground? It's fun. I have not. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Here's the thing. Most of the time I play games is on stream nowadays. Yeah! It sounded like that scream in the Mortal Kombat crypt. Uh, but I do play games when I'm not on stream, obviously, but like a lot less than I used to. Like again, streaming gives me an excuse to play games, so because I don't play games that often anymore. So that's one thing I really like about live streaming is it gives me an excuse to play more. Like when I'm not live, I usually I'll play Halo with my friends a little bit, or I'll fight Sans again like I did today. But of course, I had to record the second victory because why wouldn't I, right? KK. I said her name and she blinked, but she's still snoring. At least you addressed the hatred for Y2K in the review. Well, of course I did. It's the only reason I even know about the game is I watched a bunch of negative reviews about it and got fascinated. Because, that's what interested me in it. And it's funny that right now, the game I'm looking forward to the most, or at least that I know is coming out soon, is the update for Y2K. That's the gaming thing I'm most looking forward to right now. Yeah. That's how little I care about most modern games. And yeah, I did make a lot of weird comparisons with Y2K postmodern RPG, even though some of them seem natural. I mean, to be fair, Andy, you make a lot of interesting comparisons in general that I'm not sure about. Altertale. Yeah, isn't Altertale the one that switches places with a bunch of characters, like Sans and Toriel switch places and a bunch of other stuff like that? All right. Although I like a lot of the Undertale fan games, I do think it is a little bit of a shame that the vast majority of them are just Sans fights, but try to be harder. You know what I mean? So many of them revolve around Sans. There's a few that don't, right? Disbelief Papyrus is still kind of a Sans fight, though. So I would still count that as being a Sans fight. But there could be more Undyne stuff, I feel, or more other stuff. There are other stuff, Horror Tale's great, and there's other ones too. And again, Dust Tale is my favorite fan game, even though it is another Sans one, but it's my favorite alternate time, my favorite fan universe, right? Underfell, Underswap. That's true. You're right. Neither of those are Sans, or at least not entirely. That's a fair point. There's also Story Shift. Although, I will tell you this, and this is going to seem like a weird rule, but I'm a petty son of a bitch, so I refuse to play any Undertale fan games that try to paint Kara as a good guy. Any of them that try to say Kara is the good guy, I just reject outright. Because I think it's fucking bullshit when people literally just take one line where she says, "Do you think you're above consequences?" and think, "Oh, she's trying to punish you." It's you do realize that she destroys the fucking world regardless if you choose or not. And that, why would you think she's the good guy? It's all those people who say Rio's the good guy in Devilman, or that Griffith did nothing wrong in Berserk. Some people, dude, that makes no sense to me. I know I did a whole Redeye Raw dedicated to people wanting to make the bad guy into the good guy with fan bases, but it still gets to me. There's so many people who think they're a fucking genius. The Kara one, the people think that they're super fucking smart for figuring it out that Kara is somehow the good guy, which she's not. She's the bad guy. The whole point, because she possesses you. All the involuntary actions in genocide are because of Kara. Not to mention, Ralsei even said... Ralsei? There I go mixing Deltarune in there. But Asriel mentions that Kara wasn't a very good person. That Kara came to the underground, came to the mountain for a very dark reason. Not to mention, she tried to poison Asgore. She poisoned herself and framed Asriel for killing her. And then tried to get Asriel to kill all the humans. And people try to say this is the good guy? Makes no goddamn sense to me. Kara is very clearly the villain. I don't understand. Makes no sense. It's a dumb fan theory. There's a lot of dumb fan theories that piss me off. There's some cool fan theories I like. Like, one of my favorite fan theories, this isn't Undertale, but one of my favorite fan theories... That a frisk face emoji? Is that what you're going for there? No, like, one of my favorite fan theories in general, not an Undertale one, but like in JoJo, there's the fan theory that Star Platinum is the reincarnation of Jonathan. I like that one because it means Jonathan defeats Dio. And like here's a fun one, right? This one is wrong and is completely false, but I like to pretend it's real because it's fun. In Pokemon, the blues Raticate theory. I like that theory, even though it's not true at all. Because Blue went into Pokemon Tower looking for a Marowak, and that's pretty clear what he's doing. He even says that, and he switches up his team a lot, so it's not that unusual that he didn't use Raticate again. Not to mention, it's impossible for that Raticate to be the same one that was his Rattata, because it was like the wrong level for it to have evolved into Raticate. Also, there's a You Know It's Bullshit episode on pennies, which goes to show James Rolfe has interesting opinions on money as well. I mean, that one I can kind of understand, right? Because pennies do kind of pile up and like they are kind of obnoxious, but it's like, I also do think that pennies are essential because, every cent counts, right? Although, doesn't Canada not make pennies anymore? Like, I remember that being a thing, right? I have a few Canadian pennies, actually. Because at McDonald's, sometimes they give me Canadian money. I know, I'm playing Last Breath Sands while watching stream. Really? How you doing on that? Isn't Last Breath, like, really fucking hard? Like, is it Last Breath that doesn't give you a break between attacks, like it's all at once and there's no healing items, or is that a different one? No, that's, is that Last Breath, or is that the final battle or whatever, or like the last fight or something? I mix up fan games sometimes. If you guys want to watch good Undertale fan game content, watch Merg. Merg is really good. And he does no-hit runs on a lot of crazy shit. But apparently he is not no-hit Disbelief Papyrus. I looked into that. He is not. I also think he wasn't able to no-hit Mike in the Mike's Big Showdown fan fight. Dust Swap? Okay, that's Dust Swap? Dust Swap and Dust Belief. Now you're just naming them off. Okay. Do you know what, like, the worst fucking Undertale channel is? There's one called UT Lover, and they make a bunch of videos that are like, what if Undyne chased you all the way back to the ruins, right? Or what if you did like 1,000,000 genocides or whatever? And like, they always have some bullshit where it's like, it's like fan animations, right? And most of them are like fine. They're fine, like, what if scenarios. But then they did this one where like it revealed that like Sans was like gay for Papyrus, and I'm like, that's just weird. Like fucking fangirls, man, with their weird yaoi incest stuff. But on top of that, their videos are just always kind of like the grammar's always really bad too. And yeah, I do not miss pennies when they were discontinued in Canada nearly a decade ago now. It was that long ago? Jeez, I'm old. Because I remember when that first happened. See, because they no longer make pennies, right? Canada no longer makes any sense. See, I am funny. Last belief, I didn't know that was a thing, but assume that's just again like all the others. That's like a hybrid of last breath and disbelief. Alright, I have finished my McDonald's Dr. Pepper. So now I have to put the pop socket down so I can drink this Dr. Pepper. So now the camera angle is going to be shit again. So my apologies. I swear to God, it like keeps getting worse too. I need to get my damn beard trimmed and my hair trimmed. Like, look at that. This beard's all scraggly. Need to get it trimmed down a little bit. I really hope Deltarune's later chapters come out, so like chapters 3 through 5. You know, they're, I'm pretty sure, have I mentioned this? They're, in the Switch version of Knights of the Old Republic 2, they're releasing a DLC that adds in the cut content. But here's the thing, I didn't know this, but apparently the Switch version of KOTOR 2 is completely unbeatable because it crashes after you land the Basilisk on, that planet. Onderon, that's the planet. That's the one! Onderon. Onderon Metrion Zinthos. Don't know why I felt the need to say that, because that's why I felt the need to say that. That's why. Mystery solved. Alright, you all ready for this? Boop, boo, doo, boop, boop, boo, doo, doo, boo, doo. Put a push pin through a straw, and you can make a little helicopter. But it sucks dick. But not like in a literal sense, which, I mean, if it did that, well, then everybody would make one of these. Ah! Got water in my eye from that straw. God damn it, this fucking push pin. I keep dropping it on the floor. Stop! We got some Gumai Kandai. But it is not Gili Beli Pete Rat Gumai Kandai. Well, what else is there to talk about today? Gonna go AFK, yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna wrap up here in a minute. I can't think of much else to talk about at the moment. Other than I need to get my my collection set up here, right? Because we got the shelves, we just need to mount them, and also put them on the wall. Got him. But yeah, interesting stuff. I hope you guys have had fun. Anything else you guys want to talk about before I wrap this up? Because if there's any topics you're itching to talk about, I can go on a little spiel, but otherwise I'm probably just going to go ahead and call it on the stream. I will wait 30 seconds. Nice knowing you guys. So, yeah. I beat Sans twice. No, I keep saying that. I know I showed it. But it's worth mentioning because I'm pretty cool. I tell you what, I am pretty cool. No, but in all seriousness, that's pretty cool. That was fun. Hopefully my inane ramblings have been enjoyable to some degree. I'm going to be working on more videos. I still got a Sergeant Friends episode to finish. In case you were wondering, yes, Billy West does the voices of Ren and Stimpy in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl because he was already used to voice acting both characters in later seasons for the show. That's true, he was. Because John Kricfalusi got kicked off long before the allegations against him because of other controversies and stuff. But Billy West did a good job. I mean, Billy West was already doing Ren's laugh. You know, here's a hot take. Here's something to talk about. The Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon isn't that bad. Like, everyone acts like it's the worst thing in the world, but I thought it was fine. Like, there's, like, a couple episodes I don't like, but Ren Seeks Help is great. I love Ren Seeks Help. And I also really liked Altruists. That was a good one. And those are the main two that I liked. I need to rewatch it. I did not like the one where they're living in a spittoon. I hated that one. And Naked Beach Frenzy was just a gimmick to have a bunch of nudity. Fire Dogs 2 was like okay, but it's like it was just an excuse to it was just a follow-up to Fire Dogs, and it was like not the greatest, but it was fine. And then Man's Best Friend wasn't even an adult party cartoon episode, but it did air as part of the adult party cartoon. But that's it. I do think the adult party cartoon gets more hate than it deserves. Anyway, there you go. There was a topic. But I hope you guys have had fun. I'm going to go ahead and head off for now. Might come back later tonight. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. I might. But yeah, I'm going to try to do some more Disbelief Papyrus soon. Going to try to get my computer over here soon so I can stream from here. And hopefully get that window patched up. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Anyway, have a good one. Toodles.